Well, hello and good morning. My name is Dr. Derek Barron. If you are a chiropractor, a physical therapist, a massage therapist, a private practice healthcare professional, you are in the right spot. Today on our Marketing Insights, we are going to talk about Facebook marketing. In the comments, you will see that Facebook is a statement I made that Facebook is getting a little bit harder to do some marketing aspects, but that's a good thing because that means some people are then going to leave the platform. That means there's more room for you to play in. Or the truth is there are too many healthcare professionals that have tried it themselves and haven't found success. Maybe these 8 tips will give you ways in which you can get around that. But I promise you, once you get a campaign working, it will feed you over and over and over again. You just have to make sure you have the right message speaking to the right market. So let's drop in the message here today, again, to talk about Facebook. So as I said, I want to help you as a private practice owner to take your practice to the next level in success that you're doing. And the best way to do that, one of the easiest ways to do that, is getting more information out about you and your practice. So let's kind of, go over what we're going to see here today in the program. So here's what we'll cover: how Facebook marketing helps your practice. Tip number 1, try a lookalike audience in paid ads. Number 2, create ads that will catch attention. Number 3, use testimonials in ads. Video testimonials always works better. Use subtitles in your video ads. Point number 5 will be use relevant hashtags in ad posts. Create horizontal and vertical content. Number 7 is create a patient journey. And finally, number 8, put your practice on Facebook's maps. It's a great way at which you can actually get your patients to help you get into that situation. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. That's my wife, Terry Barron. I am a chiropractor. My wife is a physical therapist and athletic trainer. We had a practice called Integrity Sports Medicine in northern Wisconsin. Go Hodags, if you're familiar with Rhinelander. We are now helping private practice healthcare professionals, helping them take their practice to the next level, using different types of components. Whether we do marketing for you, we help you do that. We have a coaching program that we help our clients go through as well. So if there's anything that we can help you with, especially in this today from Facebook, just drop a comment below. If you do it during the stream, I'll try and get to you live. If not, I'll do it after. But let's jump in again here. So when it comes to running a practice, you need all the help you can get between invoicing patients, acquiring new prospects, managing your staff, not in the right place. Marketing your practice is a challenge that requires time and energy. If you are a cash basis, you kind of take away some of the hassle. If you are an insurance-based practice, you have the hassle of billing and all of those other components. So where do you find that extra push? With social media marketing networks such as Facebook and Instagram or Snapchat or even TikTok, you can get that extra boost for your marketing department. Social networking for practice has become the norm and is accepted in almost all aspects of society. But how exactly do you use it to your advantage? So the question would be how Facebook marketing helps your practice. Just looking this up today, Facebook states that they have 2.93 billion users out of, I think, the 7.53 in 2020 of the users. So they're only missing just under 5 billion users. But how about we get 5, 10, 100 of those in your local community? It's a quick and efficient way to reach out to practice, to show what your practice updates are to local patients, the folks that are there, and prospective patients. Both new and old patients can learn about what you, your staff, and your practice offers and the benefits that can be provided if you put the right message out to the right market. We always talk about your perfect patient with the perfect patient message and the perfect patient solution. Again, most practitioners will treat grandkids to grandparents. Nothing wrong with that. But if you really want to hone in on a market that you enjoy treating, Facebook is a great way to do that as long as you're doing the proper things. So the problem is that most people start with is that they don't know where to begin. But I don't want you to fear about that. We're going to share some great tips, these 8 tips that will help you build your Facebook marketing for your practice. So number 1 is try a lookalike audience in paid ads. So real quick, what the best way to talk kind of about a lookalike audience is really if you have an email list, and in that email list has name, first name, last name, email, cell phone number, address, all of that data you upload into Facebook. And then what Facebook does with its algorithm technology, it goes out and says, hey, this combination of 100 patients that you just showed us, we're actually going to try and get more people that fit those demographics. So if somebody's coming into your office and you see a lot of moms and kiddos, if you're a chiropractor and you do that type of work, the demographics noted inside of their Facebook account will actually go out and reach more people. If you see a lot of athletes, you will have more of that demographic information inside of their posts that they're doing or what they're following, and they're going to try out and reach, and then they're going to show the ad in front of those people. So it's actually kind of what I would call a hidden gem that people don't know. It's a top tip that's out there. It's an easy way to find people that are more likely to be interested in the services to help them opt into your ads. It's also getting started with Facebook ads targeting can make it tricky to master. So if you're new to it, or if you've tried it before, lookalike audiences are not the same as what's called a standard or a broad targeting. You just put an ad out there and let it go. A lookalike audience, again, is going to attract more of the same people that are similar to the ones that have been in that list that you put in. So with regular targeting, you choose a few users who will represent your target audience or a cold audience. By selecting just a few people from your current patient base, you find out more about the most engaged patients that you have and what made them come back for you once they purchase from you. Basically, they're going to be attracting more of those type of people. So running ads that the information has that information parameters, you build up trust and familiarity with potential clients who visit your site or give personal information such as phone numbers and emails if they did, which, yes, you must be collecting phone, email, data information, because you need to make sure you are in control of that. You should be emailing your patients at least once a month. You should be text messaging them once your email goes out to let them know, hey, here's a link to our newsletter, or check your email. Tip number 2, create ads that will catch attention. There was a time when Facebook, was used for just checking on friends and, from far away. Nowadays, swiping on Facebook has become an involuntary action that people do without thinking about it. So we want to make sure that there is something that's going to stop them dead in their tracks and look. So to get their message across in marketing, practices need to make sure that the posts break the pattern, stop the users from scrolling. Images are a great way. Off color of Facebook blue is a great way to do that. And video, of course, is the best way. So when it comes to creating ads that can create attention without being too salesy, there are a few important things to keep in mind. Number 1, if you want to catch people's attention with emotional content, it's important to make sure that your ads are easily understand and contain a simple message that's instantly clear. You don't want to try and be too clever. Get straight to the point. Write engaging headlines and short descriptions for Facebook ads is key so the ads can reach its goal. Now, there is also a benefit to a long form ad that you can do. So that's something you would want to keep an eye on as well. And then use pictures that complement your content. Photos increase engagement more than 80%, which means you should include them as much as possible in your marketing. But remember, video is a phenomenal way to get engagement because people want to click on it and watch it. Use testimonials and ads. You can use images that are in the ads, or you can, another way is to put a carousel of having it slide through the images of the reviews that people have left for you. But by all means, the most important testimonial ad you want to do is making sure you're getting a video out of it. So it's essential to choose testimonials that are convincing, but not too specific, and show your practice pigeonholed into one area. Now, I know we talk about the perfect patient, so you can have a testimonial from a grandchild or the parent of the grandchild and the grandparent, or you can have them from your headache sufferers, your gymnasts that are in the practice, or your athletes. Just make sure you're speaking directly to them in that type of marketing. So to do so, try and secure testimonials from people who have different interests and represent different types of patients in the practice. So you can attract more different types. But I would only suggest doing that after you have your perfect patient, your perfect message, and your perfect solution out there in the market, so you're attracting those types of people. So again, an excellent way to secure that testimonial is that exact moment when a patient tells you how happy they are because of how much relief or improvement they have received. It's a great time to grab your phone, put it in the horizontal position for most platforms, but for Instagram, Facebook stories and stuff like that, you do still want to go into the portrait mode, and you literally grab the video. Ask them 4 questions. Here are the 4 questions that we always tell our clients that you want to do. Number 1 is tell us your name, a little bit about yourself. Number 2 is what brought you into our office? Number 3 is, did you get results? And number 4 is, would you refer somebody to us? So an example would be, hi, my name is Derek Barron. I saw Terry after being in a car accident. I was having neck pain and headaches. It's been a while since I've seen somebody in healthcare, but it was great that I came to the office. After going through about 3 weeks of care, the headaches were gone, my range of motion was better, and I could actually get back behind the wheel without pain. If you are thinking of going to somebody for physical therapy or chiropractic care, I would suggest Terry or Dr. Barron at Integrity Sports Medicine. So it's just that little hint of who you are and what your practice can do for them. So jumping back into this, what better way than have happy patients telling their story about how great the clinic is, because people naturally want to trust those that they know more than anyone else that's out there, especially that can help solve their problem. So tip number 4, use subtitles in video ads. In other words, when the video is playing over the top of that, it's great that sometimes somebody's in an office, they can't play it, but they can read the subtitles below. That's something that you want to make sure that you do. So utilize the power of words and video ads on Facebook, and you will get more views from your potential patients using subtitles that can help you convey the matters the most in your video ad. Tip number 5 is use relevant hashtags in your ad posts. So according to a study from Hootsuite, which is a social posting platform, people are more engaged and respond to relevant hashtags that are used in social media marketing. So if your clinic offers service items, use ACL rehab, comma, it should be instead of period, or migraine relief, or spinal decompression. Let your hashtags actually help you tell a story. So getting the right audience for your practice is immensely important. So try using the appropriate number of relevant hashtags whenever possible. Don't stuff them all the time. Just use the ones that pertain to that type of video. Hashtags will break into the organic reach, which means you don't have to pay for advertising your posts. That's a great way in which you can do it. Another benefit is that if you use relevant hashtags consistently, people will start to recognize your brand. Tip number 6 is create horizontal and vertical content, like I kind of talked about earlier. Anytime you're shooting video, for the most part, it should be done in a horizontal position, landscape position, because it can then be shown on full HD. If you do a lot of work on Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook stories or TikTok, that's when you want to go into the portrait mode. But either way, you want to be sharing content in both places and switch from video to imagery to see which ones work best for you. Tip number 7 is create a patient journey. This is, you need to know your audience and how you want them to feel even before their patient journey begins. So you greet strangers with a friendly tone. So what would you not approach first-time visitors the same way? Make your patients feel like they're part of the family. With patient journeys, you can create the right tone from day one, and your followers will feel the beginning of your tribe from the beginning. In other words, the way to look at this, to consider this, is you can kind of do a documentary of a patient going through care in your office from day one of walking in, maybe even recording the phone call if the patient is into that, because it will absolutely, you can hear and feel the emotion that person is having. And it's a great way all the way to finish when they give you that ultimate video testimonial at the end, which was part of the entire docuseries. And then tip number 8, put your practice on Facebook's maps. One of the most powerful things you can do for your practice on Facebook is to make sure your patients are using check-ins. So a lot of people think it's trivial or it's not a big thing, but trust us, it's an immensely powerful hidden gem. And in fact, it has huge implications, as people are more likely to follow back when they see someone from their friend circle checking into your practice. And a quick side note on this is it's also a chance to get yourself verified, since Facebook won't allow you to use this feature until your practice is officially in their database. So you want to push to get your practice verified. People like to see what others are doing, and they want to benefit from what other people suggest. So be sure to ask patients to check in as often as possible. You're taking advantage. It truly is free marketing. It will say Derek Barron checked in at Integrity Sports Medicine. So the bottom line here with Facebook ads is practices can't ignore such a huge potential audience, almost 3 billion users. And many practice owners continue to use the platform for a marketing strategy for a good reason, and that is because it works. So with these secrets, you will be able to make your ads and campaigns more successful. Experimentation is key for social media marketing, so try out different types of content with various audiences until one sticks. Now that we've shared some of these tips for you, our most effective strategies, there's no excuse for not trying it out. If you need some help, please feel free to reach out to us. But remember to experiment, since every campaign is different and what works in one may not work as well in the other. Again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron, my wife, Terry Barron. We are here to help you, whether you are a chiropractor, physical therapist, massage therapist, audiologist, somebody that specializes with kids, somebody that specializes with parents, geriatrics, whatever it may be. We want to be there to help you take your practice to the next level so you achieve success on so many levels. So if you are a private practice healthcare professional looking for assistance with maybe Facebook ads and you're not sure what to do, post a comment Facebook below, or feel free to send us a DM in LinkedIn or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, wherever you can reach us, or just purely give us a call, 630-491-1444. We'd love to help you out in any way we can. Thanks so much. You have yourself a fantastic day, and I will be back next week for another marketing insight for you. Take care.